Welcome back to another Market Open live stream. Oh man, whew! Yesterday we started a little bit more. Oh man, everything's going down. Today it's like, oh man, the only thing going down is Bitcoin by like $1,000. It did it hit 60 yesterday? No, it hit like 59,771 on Bitcoin yesterday, around 11 p.m. Down to about 58.2 right now. So really hitting a lot of resistance there, trying to get over 60K for Bitcoin. But other than that, we got a stock market to look at, and folks, well, we got a different color than what we've been used to. All right, let's go pop on over to it. Here we go. Let's see. Let's go look at the pre-market here. Most stocks today are pretty green. This is awesome. This is really awesome. Look at this. ChargePoint, folks. ChargePoint and the Chargers. I really think they're gonna blow up with this Biden infrastructure talk. We made a little pie. Metkevin.com/chargers. We'll see how it goes, but whew, the charging infrastructure totally makes sense to blow up right now. We'll see what happens. We've got this is a marijuana play here. Hydrofarm is hydroponics, and I believe they also provide soils for marijuana, though I'm not 100% sure about the soils part. Let's see, Blink Charging. See, there you go, another charging play. Plug Power, hydrogen play. Fuel Cell Energy. See, look at this. All the energy plays are coming out of the woodwork today. Arcimoto sold off like crazy yesterday morning. I mean, it was down like 11 something. 1390 now. Tilray, so cannabis moving up. QuantumScape on battery tech moving up. Neo's finally heading back to 3940. Gevo heading up. Remember, Gevo's got an executive on the seat of Biden's Science Council, which that helped that stock go from like $5 to $10 when that announcement was made. Workhorse is actually up today. Sundial, CLII, Enphase up 3.4%. So not like massive moves here on stocks, but lots of solid green. A lot of this 2-3%, which is very nice to see. Let's see. We've got Open Door, C3AI, Canoe, Kappa. We've got Fisker. All these guys up here, 2.5 to 3%. Affirm. Remember, like if you want a bottom feed, folks, Affirm. Oh my gosh! I mean, look at where it is. It is so low. I mean, part of me is like, man, I just want to buy some call options on Affirm because it's just so sold down. And so did C3AI. I mean, both of these companies. I mean, just rock bottom. Let's see here. Shift, Fisker, PaySafe, Churchill Capital. Churchill up 2.3% here. Palantir's up 2%. Not crazy gains that we're seeing here. You know, just nice, modest around that 2%. It's nice and green. Tesla's green again. We're at 646 here on Tesla, up 1.72%. We really want to fulfill this other side of the W. We'll see how it goes over the next few days. Lemonade, Matterport, Wayfair, Apple, all these guys up around that 1% range. Let's take a peek at what's losing in the morning, though. Let's just jump to losers. We've got some of the momentum movers. We've got BlackBerry and Zoom selling down for 7.3% here on BlackBerry. Zoom's down 4.2%. Clever's down after earnings yesterday, about 2.2%. SOS is down 2%. Nordstrom's down a bit. Ubiquity had a little bit of an announcement of a hack, which, hey, I'm looking for a cheaper price, cheaper entry point on this one. So it's kind of great timing. We'll see how it goes. If we can actually get this to like under 300, that'd be really nice. GM, Naked, USO, United States Oil, Wells Fargo. Not a lot of red here. Delta, Ford, AT&T. These guys pretty flat right here. But most of the market today, I mean, of the things that are red, most things are red under 1%. Of the things in the market today, I'd say most things are green today, which is exciting. This is really that time where we get to sit back and say, okay, maybe now we talk about our margin strategy again. Like, hey, how close did we get last time? Is this time for us to pay off some of our margin debt as numbers start going up? Is this time for us to start preparing for the next dip? And remember, last time it came a lot faster. We were expecting some volatility, but it came way faster than we expected. Let's listen in for a moment. CNBC and what they're saying.
Issues involving costs. They have issues they have to spend more on mirror. I think these will all disappear. Look, when it's down 9, that means the seller's going to come in. And what happens is brokers get orders. They send it down 9. Then in the middle of the day, they send it down 12. And then they let it bounce to be down 8. So they look like they got a better average at the end of the day. But this was a good quarter. And people have to understand that Lulu is going to spend on Mirror because they think that Mirror could be Peloton. And who can blame them with Peloton's valuation? So I think stop sweating the program, Lulu. No real downgrades here. Lulu, by the way, has a history of being conservative with guidance. So don't take the bait. It's a good quarter. And they're just being very commonsensical about what's going to happen. This is a post-pandemic winner, not a post-pandemic loser. People are going to wear Lululemon. And by the way, look, the only place where it may be a loser is with Charlie Sharp from Wales. He probably makes you put a tie on.
Oh. There you go.
Yeah, BTIG this morning, Jim says the guidance there is probably conservative.
Yeah.
Although physical comps down 28. I want to talk to you in a bit about the mall. I know you spoke to Macy's last night, but in the meantime, there is the opening bell on this Wednesday morning. Interesting day at the big board. It's online education.
Oh, they should have left that up a little bit more. It almost looked like 50-50 there on the board. No, we didn't get to see it though. Oh well, we are officially open. We are open for business. Let's see what the heck is. How are we actually opening? Because sometimes we get the open, and it's nothing like the pre-market. So let's see. CHWY, good run on CHWY here on the open. Nice. Oh, wait. No, it must have gone. Yeah, it actually rallied a little bit into the open here. But we're seeing a little bit of fight here with the red candlestick. But CHWY deserves this. I mean, CHWY's oversold. I haven't bought it. A little rich for me, but CHWY deserves this, and they've been way higher before. I wouldn't be surprised to see them run up again. We've got Arcimoto, little red candlesticks here. Couple red candlesticks coming in at the open here. End face pretty flat at the open. Square coming up 3%. Nice. Square moving again here. Very, very nice. We've got Walgreens is up 3% today. They've got, I'm pretty sure Walgreens had earnings this morning. Matterport up 2.3%. Still dirt cheap at $13.33. Hey, look, it's almost at $13.37. Kratos Defense. This is part of the SpaceX fund. Up 2.5%, which reminds me, let's look at SpaceX here, or not SpaceX. What am I saying? ArcX, not SpaceX. ArcX up 0.9%. Be kind of curious to see how the ETFs are doing. Like Buzz, is everything's up today. Yeah, see, Buzz is up 0.9% today. We've got ArcF. ArcF's up 1%. ArcG 1.2%, and ArcK up 2%. Nice. Okay, good positive movements here. Going back to the all watch list here, we've got the Chargers all up about 5% roughly. Microvision, LiDAR's coming out of the wood. Everybody wants their EV money. And remember, Biden's talking today at 4:20 Eastern. Not exactly sure why they picked that time, but Biden is talking today at 4:20 Eastern. And we'll be announcing the first part of his infrastructure plan for $2.25 trillion. So obviously I'll be covering that. Make sure to come back at that time. And I also already listed that video. So when you see it, hit the little remind button just to make sure you get a reminder at that time. So BlackBerry's falling a little bit more here on the open, when going closer to 8% down here. Ubiquiti also selling down a little bit. Now down 3.88% at 335. Remember, we're trying to get this to about 300. We'll see if we can get it down there. Or if it, I mean, there's nothing we're doing to get it there. So we're just watching it is all we're doing. And then we buy it. And then we want it to go to the moon again. All right, AT&T sitting at 30.60. JP Morgan, Starbucks, these guys pretty flat right here. Pretty flat on the green side. Beyond Meat is at 126. Look at this little sell-off it's having. A little bit of a sell-off here on Beyond Meat. Even though it's up 0.16 here, it's selling off since the pre-market. So we'll see if that sell-off continues because it's almost at our 120 price, at 126. Churchill Capital's only up 4% here, so some big red candlesticks since the open there. So not every stock is reacting equally to how the market is today. Let's take a peek here. Let's listen into what they're complaining about over here. Oh yeah, CHEWY. Great company.
We love the personalization, which is really extraordinary.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice move there. 11% on a surprise profit. The Evidence Lab, Jim. I thought of you this morning when UBS. When UBS took Apple to a buy. They go from 115 to 142. Sturdier iPhone demand, Jim, and they're talking more about optionality regarding a car, which they say could be worth at least $14. What do we make of this?
Well, look, I was listening to Tony Sagnaghi yesterday.
Oh, they're talking about share price.
Talking against all of those. He's really talking about how, listen, there's no momentum, and there's really not much. As I get my Evidence Lab is it's a UBS SUV or SVU or something. But one of the things that I think that Tony looks at is that the actual numbers as you go up in progression 21 to 22 to 23 really isn't special. But I continue to hold that those numbers are way too low because of the service revenue, which I think is going to be explosive. This isn't even based on the service revenue. This is actually saying no super cycle, which thank heaven, super cycle is the kiss of death. No problem, valuation, optionality, seasonality. I think all of those work, but I do remember these stocks are out of favor. There is just a kind of a sense that if you want to own something tech, you have to own something that plays into the chip shortage hand. You want to own semiconductor capital equipment, or is something that is just so exciting that is that's revolutionary. And those are.
He's basically calling Apple too boring and too much of a cash park to be owned right now. It is interesting that you've got a fund essentially saying, "Oh, hey, Apple, $14 of its price comes from a potential Apple car." Interesting. A little volatile here. I have to say, we've had a volatile open here, though Tesla is now running. But look at that open. Very volatile open. Opened somewhere around, what do we open at here? Let's see. The open was 646, went down to 641. Now it's sitting around 650. It's fighting around 650. A little volatile open. We've got Microvision here. Oh, 1 penny off of 1337. That's at 1338. It is up about 8.9% here. Good run there on Microvision all of a sudden. The Chargers open stronger than where they are now. So they've both sold off a little bit, but they're still up 6 to 7%. Yeah, the market, I feel like is very tentatively moving up. And that's actually healthy. Rather than seeing like 10%, 10%, 10%, 10% on everything for the stocks going up. I'd rather just see give me a chill April, okay? Give me 5% a day of green, a few red days mixed in, a 2 to 3% reds, just like consistently 5% up, 3 to 5% up, 1 to 3% down. I'll take that all April. We'll get back to the numbers we had before this March or the February and March madness that we've seen. That would be nice. That's my script, and I'm sure the market will listen. So Upstart running up 4% again. That one you can't keep that one down. That one's red for a day and comes back and goes green for 3. It's crazy. Enphase really stuck here at about 157. Yeah, getting a little stuck there, a little sticky. What else do we have? EXPI up 3.5%. Yeah, we've got Virgin Galactic back into the 30s. Virgin Galactic rallying a little bit here. It's at about 31, trying to really rally up here. Etsy at 204, right back over that 2 figure. Tesla now is Tesla's pushing. Tesla's up 652. Yeah, trying to run. Let's see how the other manufacturers are doing. So Fisker's up 2%. Canoe's up. Canoe's only up 2% here. Very volatile open, and it had a stronger open. It was up about 3-ish percent. Peloton's up a bit. Lemonade's up a bit. Lemonade back over 90. heading back towards that that 100 figure. What do we say P-tone was? We just saw that here somewhere. 2.35%. CHEWY moving again. Okay, what's losing again? It's just BlackBerry. Oh, Ubiquity. Folks, it's listening. It's literally going straight to 300. I was not anticipating that. It is now at 325. Okay. Strong line. Woo. Let's look at what we have for prior support levels too, and see if that's even a realistic line. Let's see here. Although this stock has just been on such a tear, I think it's just blown through these levels. Okay, so we had a level here at like 302. Guess I can move that up a tiny little bit. There we go. Yeah, 303. Nope. Otherwise, these are some pretty new prices here. Yeah, it's just never been this high. Yeah, this is like 200. Yeah, 199. That's incredible. So we'll see what happens. All right. All right. Well, let's listen in for a moment to see what's going on Fox this morning. What do they got for us? Nothing.
So let's just drive over
Nothing.
and get it to detonate.
Find them.
Sure enough.
Fine. CNBC, what do you got for us?
Alaska.
We talked about the Southwest sale, and now Alaska buying 29 Maxes.
Okay, so here's my theory on what's happening here. I think that Southwest just got a great deal on its planes. I don't think that Boeing wants to clear that inventory out. I know Boeing can make money on the back end on service, but I think Gary Kelly just basically said, I'm going Airbus, and they gave him the store. So now if you're Alaska, you say, hey, I want some of the store. So I think there's going to be, it's not orchestrated. I think that they all want that Southwest deal. So I continue to believe that Boeing goes to 300.
I just choked on my coffee. Ubiquity's now 319. Now at 317. Folks, it's freaking free falling. I set the price target of $300 when the thing was like at, well, we said this yesterday. It was like, it fell from 400 to 370. And I'm like, you know, I really want this thing to fall down to 300 and then I'll buy it again. It might happen today. What market is this?
It meant that real America is going to get bailed out here, and not bailed out with a check so much. It's just the capital markets vote for them, and that was a lot. Jay Powell doesn't get a lot of credit for that, but he was instrumental in doing that. Hey, by the way, Carl, you know what's moving up today? Some of these dog software companies. And I'm like, the Datadogs. Salesforce is moving up. Snowflake. I wonder who's in there buying these. It is extraordinary to see stocks that have just been down for days actually getting a little lift. I got to do some more work on that because
down for days. Snowflake, I feel like, has been down for months. Snowflake has just been like, look at this. Here's Snowflake. Snowflake had its peak, its climax in like December, and it's just been pretty much straight down since then. So it's been a rough 4 months. Yeah, no, they've been getting beat up. Let's look at CRM, which is Salesforce. And these are barely up. What are you talking about, Jim Cramer? They're barely up. Trimble's up 1.2%, or 1.21%. Remember, this is this company might benefit a lot from Biden's infrastructure plan. They're also part of ARC. What's it called? ARC-X. Yeah, the space fund. All right, let's keep listening in.
That enthusiasm is going to get washed out a bit.
Wow. I mean, that's UK has had some really good numbers with vaccination. That's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. The IPOs have to stop.
All right, let's listen to what they're saying here, and I'm going to pull up Bloomberg News as well.
Looking forward to that. This is Bloomberg.
All right, failing on us. All right, give me 1 second. I'll pull up the top news to see what the suits are reading.
Well, hey, that sounds really good. Remember, you're allowed to project whatever you want if it's a SPAC. I think the government's going to have to get to the bottom of this. 140, well, it looks like it's...
Oh, I say that all the time. I hate that. Those SPAC projection sheets they do, the little investor presentations. Woo! Throw those away.
First SPAC. And now they're talking about 18 million to 40 million. So this is the Cole Porter Anything Goes. I know you love pop music. Anything goes with a SPAC.
I love Cole Porter.
Cole Porter's I like more than Rodgers and Hart. I'm not kidding.
Yeah,
Right?
as Cole would have said, it takes two people to write a song. He was proud to do both. Jim, we'll watch Romeo. I do want to ask you, while we have a minute here before we get to Rick, on cannabis. The New York State Senate did approve legalization for recreational. Dispensaries could open as early as next year. They're talking tens of thousands of jobs, $4 billion in sales. It's going to actually be a bigger market, Jim, than Washington State. Not quite as big as California, but I guess the question is whether the stocks move on it.
Look, they're on an upswing. You get a till raise already up 182% this year. I think that a lot of these have anticipated anywhere it's on the ballot, it wins. I've been saying buy grow generation.
Ubiquity is now at 314.
So that you can grow. Very expensive stuff to really grow en masse. But look, these stocks are they're not to be denied on individual days. But I think that New York is being a little too optimistic. New Jersey's not been that great. Maybe New York's going to be wide open. But a lot of things are like local areas that don't want this. So I say don't get too excited. A lot of this is already in these stocks. I like Canopy because they got a lot of cash and because they have that taste great, no filling drink that none of us has had yet.
Right. I did see there's some stories this morning about Congress and whether or not the table is truly set on federal legalization. You got McConnell sort of out of the way as a roadblock. At least that's what some of the Dems would argue. But there's a little more skepticism that could actually get done. It's for now, it seems to be more.
Oh, congratulations, Corrupt Music here, who says they got their PPP. Thanks for the insight, which convinced me to apply. Seriously, if you are self-employed, you're 1099, apply. It's free money. It's like no reason for you not to apply. Let's look at top news. Top news: tech shares gain with bond yields on Biden's plan. Okay, we'll see what this is about. Biden plans $2.25 trillion stimulus, infrastructure package. We will be covering that live. Remember, that is scheduled for 4:20 Eastern. It's an interesting choice of time that should be easy to remember, although it'll probably start late because it always does. Oh, let's listen to, hold on, this news piece just came out.
Ticking up a little bit here as I speak. Look at a week to date of 10-year note yields. What you'll notice is that we extended and we held. Now, you could argue that we're kind of flat today.
Put up the 10-year. That's the S&P.
Actually, that is a very good thing considering 172 and change is the high close going back to January of 2020. And let's take a long view, shall we? Here's a 10-year of 10 years. Why is this important? Because look at that chart. What jumps out at you? What jumps out at you is the mid-130s up to 2%. Looks like the zone we're going to spend time in. And I think that is a fairly safe bet. Remember, the mid to upper 130s represented the lowest yield closes in history in 2012 and 2016 of July of both those years until, of course, COVID hit and pushed that number down to 0.5%, 0.50. Now, if we consider the momentum that we've seen of late on the long dated and realize today's the last day of March. And why is that important? Because whether you're looking at Canada, New Zealand, Japan, or India, this is the end of their fiscal year. And it's important. And a lot of mutual funds and other large institutional players also have their fiscal year calendar ending at the end of March. So there's going to be some rejiggering going on. We understand that. Now, finally, let's look at what's going on with the knob. Notes over bonds.
Rejiggering.
Yields minus 10-year yields. This is a really fascinating chart. Chicago pit traders used to love this spread. Why? It gives you a good indication of the amount of horsepower and momentum on long dated. Now that it's contracting, actually, it's the most narrow it's been, in 8 months. That would tell me be a little cautious that this 1 3/4 area that we bucked up against in 10s might end up holding for some consolidation. Jim and Carl, back to you.
All right, Rick, thank you very much.
Yay. Okay, I want to hit this really quick. So this is from Bloomberg here. Tech shares led U.S. stocks higher. Commodities rose before U.S. President Joe Biden unveils an economic plan. Good. So this again is later today. We'll be covering that. So 4:20. The benchmark S&P index increased for the first time in 3 trading sessions. Apple pushed tech higher. Oh, is Apple pushing tech higher? I don't know about that. Apple? Where's Apple? Apple is, oh yeah, Apple's up 2%. I mean, that's not bad. That's good. Microvision 10.8, ChargePoint. Tilray's moving too. A lot of these things that have been pretty painful are moving nicely here. Wow, Square's up 4.6% here almost. 4.4% on GEVO. EXPI is almost 5%. Peloton's 3.5%. Redfin. Voyager Digital is up 3. A lot of stuff right here around this 3% range. Tesla's 2.3, really fighting at that 150 level. Really seeing a lot of resistance there at 150 to get above that and stay above that. Matterport's up a bit. Churchill's up about 2%. And again, not like massive. Oh my gosh. Ubiquity is at 310. This is scary. I'm trying. Oh my gosh. Now it's at 308. Folks, this is scary. Like I drew the line, not because I thought it was going to go there today, but it's literally just been going right towards it. That's scary. Okay. Sorry. Where were we? So the dollar dropped, still heading for its best quarter in a year. Bloomberg Commodity Index. Okay, what else here? Let's see. Any interesting investors rattled this week by the Archegos Capital Management margin call? All right. Okay, the rise in rates is about more than just fiscal stimulus. Data for March showed U.S. private employers added the most jobs in 6 months, adding evidence that the vaccine drive and business reopenings are encouraging hirings. Good. 10-year yields rose for the fourth time in 5 days, trading near 14-month high. True. Gold steadied after a 2-day slump. Stocks at the center of the Archegos crisis also rallied. Oh, let's take a look at that. Like Tencent and Baidu. Let's see. Let's see if they bounced off the bottom. Tencent. Oh my gosh, is that 305? Tencent. That's not really a rally. 0.3% on Tencent. I can't really say is a rally. Baidu is also up 0.3%. Can't really call that a rally. Not sure where they're getting these things on. Okay, weird. Back to all stocks here. Oh, look at ChargePoint. The charger's taking off now. There we go. There we go. It's that M1 Finance charger pie is gonna look real nice here real soon. Up 11%. Very nice. Microvision up 11%. Very good food company. Up 8%. Nice. Tiller's. Oh, what's this? Breaking news, you say?
Basically calling for corporate America to fight the repressive voter laws that have been passed in Georgia and are being considered in other states. These new laws that make it more restrictive in terms of the ability.
Politics. Now we'll back off that. That's not really breaking news. That's breaking politics. See, they should have a separate name for that. Not breaking news. Just breaking politics. That's it. Palantir up 3.4%. So Peloton sitting around here as well. Very nice. Very nice. Let's see. What's not doing well? Let's see. Let's go down to the bottom here. Oh, Ubiquity. Oh, it went down to 305. My gosh. 305. It's at 307 right now. See how that goes. Really good sell-off here, though, on Ubiquity. I mean, like, if you were waiting for a deal to buy Ubiquity, I almost wanted to buy it at 360. I'm like, I don't know. Now it's getting juicy. BlackBerry. Clever had a little bit of, yeah, Clever's got a nice little sell-off here. AMC, United Airlines. Oh, the airline's selling off a little bit here. Airlines, but just 1% really on the airlines. JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, Domino's, FRX can't. The workout Beachbody can't seem to get it up here. Stuck around that $10 price range. Basically a cheap SPAC right when you're at $10. I mean, that's what the pipe investors are paying. Neo's only up about 0.5% now. Had a stronger open, but has given some of this back. But yeah, good runs otherwise. Good solid green day so far. I mean, there's really little sign, I think, of this green evaporating today. But you never know, though. I mean, things could turn around real fast. Pinterest back over 70. Peloton, I'm sorry, not Peloton, Palantir, almost over 23 again. Redfin's heading back to 70. Tesla's Tesla's red candle sticking here. Tesla's giving it up. Yeah, you still have good buy prices at some of these stocks, but yeah, look at this big red candlestick all of a sudden forming a Tesla. It's not so good. Listening to let's see if Bloomberg's covering anything. Let's see. Bloomberg. Nope. TV commercial. Okay. Let's listen to this. Even though this is slightly political, this is about the infrastructure.
Infrastructure and jobs plan comes with a big price tag, but also a massive tax hike on businesses in order to pay for it. It would put over $620 billion on transportation infrastructure to rebuild roads, bridges, highways, and ports, $400 billion on home care for the elderly, $580 billion in research and development, manufacturing and training, and that's where the $180 billion to clean energy comes in, and also
that's a lot of money. $580 billion in R&D, manufacturing, and training. I mean, that could be for batteries, EVs.
Takes a lot out of businesses, raising the corporate tax rate from 21% to 28%, the global minimum tax from 13% to 21%. The White House promises that all this spending will translate to millions of new union jobs. But the Boilermaker Union here in Pittsburgh tells me that this shift to green energy will put them and thousands of others out of work.
We're talking thousands of jobs. And, maybe to the point of, more jobs than what the Keystone XL pipeline is. We're being abandoned in the fossil fuel industry. And it's time for all the thousands, tens of thousands of workers, union, non-union, to speak up and defend ourselves, because we're the ones that keep the lights on in this country.
And the U.S. Chamber of Commerce this morning also slamming this proposal to raise taxes, saying that it's the people that are utilizing these infrastructure services that should be paying for this ultimately, Stuart. And one quick addition, the hike to 28% for the corporate tax rate is higher and would be higher than China's own corporate tax rate for their businesses there. It's only 25%. Stuart?
Point taken. Thanks very much, Hillary. It's worth pointing out that the market appears to like this infrastructure deal, $2 trillion worth, because we are rallying just ahead of the president's announcement. Look at the NASDAQ. It's up 160 points, 1.25%. Solid gain there. Still ahead on this program today, Mick Mulvaney, Dave Paul.
The infrastructure plan, it's going to be huge. This whole thing is going to be so huge, and especially for electric vehicles. And folks, who remembers? I mean, I think everybody does. If you're watching this stream, how many times have we been saying over the last 3 weeks, this whole electric vehicle revolution is a 35-year investment that you're making. You're not investing in the next 6 months when you're buying, whether it's a basket of charging companies or Tesla. You're really buying the future here, and I think this infrastructure plan could do really well for these EV and chargers. And I'm not saying spending all this money is the right thing. I'm not going to opine as to whether or not we should or shouldn't do it. I just want to know, look, if it's going to happen, where do I want my money? And EVs and climate change is probably it, especially on this dip that we've seen. Things are still pretty cheap right now, too. So let's see here. Somebody mentioned that Tesla was hitting its daily resistance, and that's why we were seeing this sell-off here, and that maybe it'll come back. So we're at 645, 646 right now. I don't know. I feel like you must be either you're zoomed in way more than I am, or you're talking about the opening. Let's see here. CHEWY doing well. ChargePoint back down a little bit here. A little bit off the highs of the day here. Same thing with Very, a little bit off the highs of the day. But so far, very, very strong open here. Voyager Digital. This is the 1 minute chart here. Nice, $25 for Voyager Digital. Voyager Digital. That's one. Woo! That right there is one that benefits from all this volatility in Bitcoin, no doubt. That's an interesting one. All right, let's see what else here. Yeah, they make money off volatility, because volatility means people are buying and selling, and you want to take advantage of that as a company. All right, let's see what else we have here. So Cloudflare's up first time in a while too here. Purple innovation. What else? Okay. Planet. Oh, so cannabis all across the board doing well. Peloton's up almost 4%. We've got Canopy Growth, Etsy, Palantir. All these guys also almost up 4%. Palantir's almost at that 23 level. It's so incredible. This has been at like 21, 22. It's so incredible. Enphase, also a bargain at 156. Yeah, but green finally. Xpeng, can't believe this was down in the mid 20s there for a little short period of time. Arcimoto, good move here. Redfin, Twitter, Roblox. Roblox, look, it's up 2%, but still kind of suffering here. We've got Roblox at 66. This is right around the IPO. Yeah. All right. Okay. Ubiquity, how low did it go? No, it never went lower than that 305. We got really close. I mean, those are some juicy levels for Ubiquity. 310. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm being stubborn not buying it at 310.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Right. What do you got, Jim?
There's a lot headed our way this afternoon if we get some granularity on infrastructure. And of course, although we'll be closed, markets will be closed on Friday, that jobs number is going to be key. I look forward to tonight.
Thank you.
Good hour, man. Mad Money with Jim Cramer, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Good Wednesday morning, everybody. Welcome to another hour of Squawk on the Street. I'm Carl Quintanilla with Morgan Brennan. As we said earlier, we are wrapping up the month of March. And
shout out to Terry Rains. Hey, Kevin, just signed up for the real estate and YouTube course. I'm in 3 courses now. Oh, so you must have been in the stock course first and you added 2. Oh, thank you for that. That's really nice. I have to change the pricing. I got all the new pictures and stuff. But just so you know why I'm lazy, is it takes me 3 hours to change the pricing. So it's nuts. But I'm planning on staying up tonight to do it.
So people out shopping during the month of February, and the realtors are blaming it entirely on record low supply. There were just 1.03 million homes for sale at the end of February, a 29.5% drop from a year ago. That is the largest annual drop and the lowest supply on record. Regionally, pending home sales fell everywhere month to month, slightly higher in the South and West compared with a year ago. Sales are now varying dramatically by price point because supply is so low on the low end and much more plentiful on the high end. But the Realtors chief economist Lawrence Yun says we are starting to see those inventory problems.
Yeah, pending home sales. I mean, the whole inventory thing, it's such a crazy crisis for real estate. Never say you're lazy. No, I'm serious. Like, it is so boring to change the prices because, look, if you go here, just quick explanation. Very, very, very brief, because I want to focus on obviously talking about the market here. But brief explanation as to why it's such a disaster is the way they do this is when you want to change the pricing, I have to delete the coupon code for every one of these things manually. Then I delete the coupon code. Then I have to change the price manually. So I have to make a new price. And like you have to put in a description for the new price. It's not just changing the number. It's new title, new description. Like everything just has to get remade for every single one of these. Then I have to go through and make it's the bundle pricing and it's like a 3-hour event. It's so toxic the way they make it on Teachable to change it. But I have to do it. I got the pictures and the new pricing and stuff.
Start in ages 2 to 5 next week, ultimately getting down to as low as age 6 months. Guys.
Meg, they're moving aggressively here. Another thing a little bit different, but I know you've been following this closely. We've also seen a number of studies come out around vaccinations of pregnant women and nursing mothers as well. What is the data they're showing?
Wow. 100% efficacy in 12 to 15-year-olds. That's incredible so far.
Definitively, but so far the early data has been encouraging. The safety looks strong for pregnant women and nursing women.
You could not change the price. No, I do. The price goes up over time because I add content. And so in fairness to the people who bought in early, they get the benefit of having bought early. Okay. Anyway. All right. What's going on in the market? Oh, and let's look at top news too. We haven't looked at top news in a little bit here. So let's go back to top news here. All right. Let's go to top here. Okay. Manhattan's Fifth Avenue mired and retail rent fight. You know, that's the other thing that's been crazy about real estate is commercial rents have been going down. So even though real estate prices, maybe not necessarily for commercial, but even though residential real estate has been just going to the moon, it's geez, it's commercial real estate has just been suffering so rough. Wow, look at what at Deliveroo. What happened at Deliveroo? Deliveroo was supposed to IPO today, I think, in the United Kingdom. Deliveroo collapsed in its London public debut as investors abandoned the food delivery startup, criticized for its labor practices and corporate governance, just as broader tech sector falls out of market favor. The stock market plunged as much as 31% in the first minutes of trading, triggering circuit breakers. The worst performance in decades for a big UK listing. Wow. That's crazy. What if that happens to Robinhood? Like when Robinhood IPOs, you just see it like plummet right at the open. That's kooky. Wow. Are Kevin's courses part of CPI data? Stop. No, they're not. Oh, the market has been poopy doopy when you're happy to only be down 10%. Yeah. The market. Look, it's been 5 weeks of pain. I mean, we had a week of happiness in the middle of that, but it's really been 5 weeks of pain when you put it together. You know, when you average it out, it's been 5 weeks of pain. It's been the house of pain. Microvision, ChargePoint, nice, 10% here. Varies back up to 8% up. We've got Arcturus is up 7.4. C3 AI finally bouncing a little bit more. Nice. These, I feel like C3 AI and Affirm would make some cheap call options. Just because of how much they've sold off. Voyager Digital moving again. Nice movement on Voyager Digital. Still eventually have to make my more detailed video on this. I haven't done it. 6.2% on Square. Very, very nice. That's awesome. Have I ever thought about raffling off the course? I haven't. That'd be interesting. Maybe, but coordinating those can sometimes be a little difficult. Ubiquity's at 308. It's heading back down to 300. Here we go. Okay. Let's see. BlackBerry 9.9%. Jeez, ouch. Clever's got some pain here as well after that earnings yesterday. That's the only thing that's really suffering today in my portfolio. Everything else is green, which whatever. Like that's the way the market works. Some things are green, some things are red. But let's take a look at how's Tesla doing. Wait a sec. Pinterest. Oh, Pinterest is almost at 5% for the day. Yes, get back over 70. Oh, Peloton's also almost at 5% for the day. Very nice movement. And this is sustained. This isn't like an exponential blow up here all of a sudden. This is a very nice slow move up here. I like this. I like it a lot. Okay, what's the talk over here?
Appreciate it. See you again real soon.
Thanks, Stuart.
Okay, check that market again, please. For the benefit of our radio listeners, I'll tell you this. The Dow's up 18.
Oh, he's just going to read the chart. Okay. Nope, don't care. Look, I mean, we read the chart too, but the Dow, the NASDAQ, they're green. Got it. I'm looking for individual opportunities. And right now we are tracking Ubiquity because, folks, this is heading to 300. He's going to 300 today. And I mean, that is freaky. I should have put money on this. Yes, I should have bought like a put yesterday because when it opened up lower, I'm like, oh, Ubiquity's opening up lower. Oh, Ubiquity's falling. Oh, I think this might go to 300. And there's no way within 24 hours it's actually basically there. That's crazy. It hit 306.17 here. Not quite the low. We're now at 307. So bobbing around is what we're doing. But I like that because I've been wanting to buy into this one for a while. ChargePoint continuing its run throughout the day here. Yeah, how's our pie doing? We made this little pie in the course. We made a little pie. We came up with it together. We had a bunch of suggestions as to what to put in it, how to balance it. Ultimately, I made the decision on how to balance it. Yeah, okay, good. Everything is green in that pie right now. metkevin.com/chargers. I put 100K into it, and it's at 108 right now, which is cool. You know, for what is that? 1, 2, 3, 6 stocks. Good. I think all of those will benefit. No, we'll see how that goes. All right. Microvision. Microvision. Nice moves here. 13. It's almost at 14 again here. Very good. Lululemon. I don't know why Lulu down 4%. I'd probably figure it out if I actually went and looked at the earnings. But I mean, we looked at the earnings yesterday, but I didn't really read more into it. The clothing retailers. I worry sometimes the clothing retailers can be a little faddish. Yeah. No, I agree with you, Designer Tom. There is an issue with the data breach at Ubiquity. Well, that's why I want to get into some of the weakness. It's a great company. When companies have data breaches, sometimes it makes you question corporate governance when you have data breaches like that. Oh my gosh, we're almost there. Oh snap, 303, let's go. And usually I don't cheer for a company to go down, right? But yeah, whoa. It's almost there. 303.11. Oh man. All right. What else? A ChargePoint now at 12.3%. That's crazy. Square, so nicely over 6% here now. Shift 5%. I mean, but Shift always bounces around 850s rubber band. EXPI 5%. Enphase almost at 160 here on Enphase. Pinterest at 72. Peloton kind of dancing around that 112. Affirm and C3AI still pretty dang cheap. Voyager Digital just under 25. Palantir almost at 23. Where's Tesla? We haven't seen Tesla in a little bit. There it is. Oh, Tesla's at 3%. There we go. Nice move on the upside there at Tesla to 3% here now. Very nice. Lemonade's almost up 3%. AMD heading back to 80 for AMD. NGA trying to get back to 20. Canoe getting back to 15. It's got a little bit of a journey to go before it gets back to that. Oh snap! It's at 302. Oh my gosh! I don't want to spend the money. Oh man, but I might have to. Oh snap! Oh man, we're getting really close to that 300 marker. Aye. All right, let's listen over here.
What do you like in terms of being able to play the recovery from a tech standpoint?
Yeah, I think in the recovery names, we think about travel, ride share, and essentially experiences that people are going to have.
Big shout out here to Taylor. Look at this. Just got approved for the EIDL Target Advance. Congratulations. That's awesome. Great job, Taylor. Good job keeping up on that and making sure your hat's in the ring on that.
Google, because 10 to 15% of search is actually associated with travel. And so the extent to which the online travel agencies like Booking, Expedia, and the hotels want to get people on their sites, they're going to be spending money on paid search now. So I like Alphabet as a dark horse travel recovery. And then Uber. You know, about over 55% of Uber's rideshare business is associated with going out, restaurants, bars, traveling, going to airports, et cetera. And so as the world reopens, we think Uber's rideshare business is also going to really reopen. So from a recovery perspective, I'm selective, essentially liking Alphabet and Uber the most.
Why Uber and not Lyft? And I ask that because I realize Lyft is more of a North American story. Uber's more global, but you are seeing some of these employee or I guess contract worker regulations take shape in other key markets like the UK, for example, where Uber specifically is concerned.
Yeah, and the headlines and the debate around global regulation of the shared economy are not going to go away. And I wouldn't even say long-term to necessarily be gone from the United States. So I wouldn't say Lyft is immune from those discussions over the next 2-3 years. Now, the reason I like Uber more is because big picture, I like the platforms that have multiple products. So rides, eats,
Oh man, it just hit 362. Oh my gosh, it got so close. 362 at Ubiquity? No way. Oh, 301.86. I mean, this chart looks like crap. Now it's at 303. It's bouncing around here. And let's zoom out on this chart here for a moment. Let's just get rid of these things for a sec. I mean, this is not a pretty. Oh, now it's bouncing. Come on, now it's at 305. Oh, that got so close. 362. Well, we'll keep an eye on that one. That's crazy. It hit 300. I mean, in fairness, I said it was going to go 300. It hit 300. That's cool. I was not expecting that. I call that luck, but I didn't. I also didn't buy there. I could buy now for a 2% premium over 300. I don't know. All right. What else we got here? These guys pretty stable. Oh, well, I shouldn't say stable. Look at that. Square is now up 7%. Woo! Nice. Nice. Very nice. Square. Ooh, love Square. But I think their valuation might be, it's a little, of the ones, it's a little on the stretchy side. Let's see. Blink. Jivo. Aspire Wolf, please change the prices tomorrow. Oh well. I don't know. I keep telling myself, no, tonight I'm gonna do it. Tonight I'm gonna do it. I keep putting it off. It's bad. It's really bad. I gotta pick a day and stick with it. It's just so painful. It's like clawing my eyes out painful. Tesla, wow, almost at 660 here. Look at that. It hit 659 and bounced. Really nicely broke through that the issue we were having at the 650s. Very nice sort of breakthrough here. All right, everything's floating up right now. Redfin's been pretty flat, so I guess not everything. How's PayPal doing? PayPal, yeah, went up and kind of flattened. Beyond Meat running away from that 120 now. Darn. Was at 126 this morning. We saw it. We called it out. Didn't buy it. Oh, Ubiquity's at 307 now. Darn. I mean, I was right. It hit 300. Just didn't go below. I should have just had a limit at like 399. That would have been the way to do it. Let's see. PaySafe. PaySafe's back down today. Under 50. Man, that thing has been bobbing around 15 forever. Carnival Cruise Lines, GameStop. I'm surprised how well GameStop is holding up. You know, it has not been very volatile in the last few days here. The last 15 days, it hasn't moved horribly much. Then again, that's not true. It's gone from like 250 to 130. I mean, that's a lot. It just feels a lot. I should say, for GameStop, it hasn't moved horribly much. Because GameStop, we're so used to seeing those massive swings. It just really hasn't been front and center news. It's just been bobbing. Let's see here. Yeah, C3AI, look at that. Almost up 8% right now. This is bobbing bouncing off the bottom really nicely. Really, I think potential call option on C3AI at a firm. Oh, could be juicy with how much these guys have sold off. I mean, who knows? It could sell off again, but I don't really want to necessarily do it, mostly because I really am trying to get the margin down. Ubiquity at 310 now. Darn it! Now we're a whole $10 over that 300. Oh well. Yeah, it's fun to look at. Very good food, 8%. Invite, almost 7% here now on Square. Nice. CRISPR. Okay, let's go look at what else is going on in the news segment. Let's see. Okay, so Blink charging. Good day. Wait, hold on. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, that's the chart for Blink charging. Trying to come up. Not a lot of volume. Voyager Digital, 5.4%. Nice. Affirm. Nice. Peloton, Pinterest. Yeah, okay. These guys are holding pretty stable. Virgin Galactic 4.3%. Somebody call up Chamath. Etsy 207, nice. Just added to that yesterday at 199. That was convenient. Tesla 658, nice. Okay, good greens here. Very good greens. All right, let's listen to the news. If there is any. I don't know that there is. Kind of might be newsed out, but let's see. Let's see if anything's going on. We could look at the yields too. But let's take a peek. No, everything's on commercial. Okay. Well, except for this one.
Don't have the same evidence and the same data that they may have about reopening here in the States. So, but I do think they'll give us more information than they have been able to give us. So I think it will be sort of moving in that direction, but maybe fall a little short of perfect clarity.
So Jennifer, you got a quarter where you saw an awesome dollar rally, the best quarter in a year. Small caps didn't match their Q4 performance, but they did really, really well. You had quality stocks moving higher. You had value moving higher. So I'm wondering how much of that kind of good comps, the recovery is priced in, and how much more can you wind up pricing it in?
Yeah, I think we're at a crossroads. I think, and we've seen already a shift in leadership. You just mentioned the value, broadening out and the value outperformance. But the market has broadened out in the last 3 months, and that's a good thing. But the question is, can we keep this pace? And do the fundamentals support the moves that have been made? One thing we're thinking about at Chilton, we invest in quality companies, and that's sort of our view of the world. And quality is actually underperformed a little bit.
I kind of agree with that last line there. Quality is underperforming right now. Yeah, buddy, it is. And that's why we went shopping.
Maybe a little hard to tell from this chart, but they have increased. In fact, in March, the passenger level, just over 1.2 million passengers per day. That's up about 40% compared to the same volume or the same time in February. So what you're noticing is there is a steady increase in the number of people who are...
Oh, you're right. I forgot to put sorry. My mic is supposed to be at this level when I do a live. I even marked it for live stream. I'm supposed to be at this level. Sorry if you have to adjust your mic now. Hopefully not, or your volume.
Fares are headed. By the way, they're still not at pre-pandemic levels, down 15 to 20%, depending on where you are flying compared to 2019. So the airlines, while they are charging more, they're not back to where they were back in 2019. Take a look at Southwest and Alaska. We're showing you these because these guys in the news over the last week, as Alaska yesterday finalized the commitment that it made to buy more 737 MAXs with Boeing. They made that commitment in December, finalized the order yesterday. And of course, earlier this week, we had the news.
I'm surprised they're still buying these planes. Like, I feel like, I mean, I hate to say it, but like if I see 737 MAX, I'm going to like poop myself. And I don't want to get on that plane. That plane's just got such a crap reputation. They should have honestly rebranded it. Like, seriously, they should have rebranded that. They should have just done Boeing, canceling the 737 MAX, made a couple changes to it or whatever, and called it the I don't know, the whatever 737 Air. Who cares? Whatever, pick anything else. I don't know. Call me crazy. I think psychologically that messes people up. But just the way it's been. The way it's been at least portrayed in the media has been very, very bad.
More than 100%. So it has really been the one place.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is somebody says it will be the safest plane ever. I don't want, this will be the safest plane ever. I want the safest plane ever. See, will be led to 2 crashes. Is means no crashes. Right?
Which stock they would rather buy over the next 12 months? Hilton had 50%, Airbnb 31%, Live Nation nearly 20%. With more on the state of the travel industry, let's talk to Hopper co-founder and CEO Frederic Lalonde. Frederic, thanks for the time. Great to see you again.
Thanks for having me.
I wonder if you can just quickly zero in on airlines, because to Phil's point a moment ago.
Oh, that's bad. The 737 MAX NC for no crash series. That's so.
And what happens to fares in the meantime?
Yeah, we're definitely seeing a surge. As you know, the Hopper app tracks all of shopping globally and obviously in the US. And since the beginning of the year, we've seen a...
All right. Sorry, Hopper. We're jumping. I like Hilton because they give you, see, Hilton owns the DoubleTree and they give you 2 cookies there.
Misinformation before when President Trump was
Oh
there,
my gosh, they're talking about the border again. They're talking about the border. Stop. Fox Business, please. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, yeah. Whatever. Fuel Cell's got a good pump today here. Yeah. Just a good recent pump here on Fuel Cell. Oh, Blink caught up to ChargePoint. Yeah. Look, ChargePoint rallying a bit here as well. Nice. Good rally there. Square's almost at that 7% mark. Lee Auto coming out of the woodworks here too. Nice little push here. Good. We keep solidifying these pushes. Xpeng. Good. Another little push here. This is exciting. This is exactly why you you end up buying during these dips, right? As painful as it is. Wait, as a flight attendant, the 737 MAX is currently the only plane that we as a group decided that no one is willing to work on. Our union has allowed us to refuse unsafe work. Wow. That's crazy. I mean, and like it just powerful crazy. Like that's wow. Yeah. I mean, look, I would feel the same way. Somebody here says human error. It's not, it's not really human error when you, what was it again? It was, they only had 1 sensor instead of usually they have 2 sensors for a thing, but they decided to only put in 1 sensor. Then they didn't train people on how to properly, spin the wheel and overtake the system to do a manual override. I don't know all the details. I'm not a pilot, but it's when you talk about cutting corners on sensors and cutting corners on training, people get pissed off when they hear that. And people died. It sucks. Anyway. All right. Yeah, we're still seeing this rally extend a little bit here. Look at this. You can't even really see it here. But all of a sudden you had a little bit of buy volume jump over here on Pinterest. Let's see. Affirm's also running throughout the day here. Enphase, good little push throughout the day here. Not sure why that Pinterest spike came out of nowhere there. Let's see. Square. Nice. Square now sitting at 7.3%. Let's go. Oh, yes. Oh, and I think we literally perfectly timed these chargers. That was lucky, though. We bought those Monday morning, and the last 2 days they've been up. That was just because we knew Biden was going to be talking this week. But I think that's just lucky. The 300 here was sitting flat at that 309 on Ubiquity. I don't know if we're going to see that 300 again. Keep an eye on it though. AT&T down 1%. A lot of these recovery guys but barely down. I mean, 1% big deal. A lot of the recovery names have been doing really well. Disney, Arcimoto going flat. Why? Look at this. Oh, Arcimoto. Ooh, all of a sudden going flat. Ouch. I don't own ARC, but I talked to the CEO, love the CEO, love the company, love the vision. I've got my skepticisms, but overall, I mean, I think if anybody's going to do it in terms of what their mission, 3-wheeled vehicles, fun vehicles, I want to try driving one of those. Lucid also kind of selling off a little bit here. Still positive for the day, but not seeing the rally that the other vehicles are seeing. Costco 352, nice. Let's see. I remember when 320 was a big deal at Costco, like back in like April of last year. It hasn't really moved terribly much from that 320 point. I mean, it's not like you got a double out of it. Within the day here, Amazon did a nice move. Actually, for once, moved. Yeah, Penn National Gaming at 104. Workhorse up a little. Wonder if Workhorse is up just a little bit because of being included in the ARC-X fund. Although it is a small holding within ARC-X. AMD 2%. Roblox 2%. even with the 2% at Roblox, still stuck at 66. Twitter stuck at that 64 level today. Been relatively flat intraday here. Fisker, this was like the day trade stock for a couple weeks, and now nobody cares about Fisker anymore. Upstart, that's gotta feel like crap if you're like an executive at like Fisker, and it's like, finally the world sees my vision. No, you're just getting traded. That's gotta feel like crap. Tesla 657. Lauren's got to be happy. 3.5. I mean, this is ow. Oh man. Oh, my neck. Ouch. Last 2 days. The market's been green. As green as the market has been the last 2 days, my neck has been red. So we traded, getting a green market for pain. But anyway, yeah, we mentioned, hey, look, maybe we can move if we get Tesla. The goal is Tesla 750 by April 30th. And I think it's going to happen, which is kind of why I made the challenge, because I'm like, I think it's going to happen. It'll be cool. Lauren will be really excited about it. But that's sort of our joint deal. Because the thing is, I told Lauren's like, oh, you know, maybe we want to go house hunting for a new house. And I'm like, we ain't go on house hunting when the market's crashing in stocks, because we need every penny to go shopping for these. Like I don't remember the last time, minus like a $4 thing that I had to buy off Amazon. I don't remember the last time I bought something off Amazon, because I'm just not spending money. It's like market red, stop spending everything. Stop buying toilet paper, stop buying everything. We're taking every dollar we have. We're keeping no cash around. Just buy. It's bad. It's pretty bad. Yeah. It's not normal. I have a spending addiction for stocks. I get paid and it's just buy. It's so bad. In the private stock group, regularly, I think we just need to open a channel for Stocks Anonymous, because we're regularly talking about this problem. Just constantly being addicted to buying. That's what's going to happen to you. You're going to stop, if you join the stock group, you're going to stop spending money on anything else in your life. You're just going to get like turned into a stock zombie. Now you'll appreciate that in 10 to 20 years. Actually, you probably appreciate it now too, because I think we all enjoy it. But it's a problem. Anyway, so Peloton 4.3%, kind of holding steady there, holding steady-ish on EXPI. End phase, we're not getting that full 5% here on the day. We're kind of getting some resistance at that 5% level here. Matterport also trying to get up to 5% here. First step is to admit the problem. We're on step one, but step one is just encouraging us to continue with our problem. It's like, we have a problem. We buy too many stocks, but we like it, and we're going to keep doing it. Oh, look at Square. Square's now getting to 8% almost. Yeah. 7.6%. What a run on Square. Yes. The dollar hollers on Square. Oh, I like it. Oh, don't look at your portfolio. You don't look at your portfolio when it's red. You don't look at the portfolio now. Because otherwise you get overconfident. You don't want to do that either. All right, let's jump for a moment. Let's see what we got. Any top news? What are you talking about, Kudlow? Not Kudlow, Varney.
Regardless of how much money they're spending. So the real fiction here is that one is linked to the other and that one is going to pay for the other. It's not. The corporate tax, for example, even at their highest estimates, raises about $230 billion over 10 years. It's nothing. Yep. But it's a principle for them. It's a pound of flesh. It's a political thing. It's not an economic argument. So yes, the spending is going to go up. And yes, the taxes are going to go up. But those two things are detached from each other. And you should not look at them in the same breath.
It's the most radical plan I've ever seen presented to the United States Congress. The most radical by far. I call it socialism dressed up as a Green New Deal. What say you?
He's basically copying Mitch McConnell. That was not a unique argument. Churchill's only up 0.25% today, by the way. Churchill not doing so great on this rally we're seeing today. Yeah, some balance, I suppose.
Well, within the US. But in terms of oil and demand right now, I think there is so much noise in the front end of this curve it's pretty hard to get a read on. But I think if you cut through all the noise and look at the underlying signal, what we know is overall oil stocks are now back within the 5-year range. What that does is create a more constructive underpinning of the oil price going forward. And I think you saw it only a few weeks ago around OPEC, and you just alluded to OPEC. When they announced that they weren't going to start to release the extra volumes, the market got ahead of itself again. And it's really sort of bouncing around the sort of front end of this market, but the back end of the curve is still...
So, somebody says Square's gone wild. What is this? Is this going to turn into like the new version of Meet Kevin? It's MEAT Kevin, and it's stocks gone wild. Yeah, definitely. Probably. Would I get demonetized for saying? Does that even exist anymore? I don't know. The other thing, like, I don't want to say it. I'm not going to say it. We'll say it in another way. Females gone wild, right? Like, is that still a thing? I have no idea. But this will be stocks gone wild with Meet Kevin. It's bad. Okay, sorry. Let's get back to serious face.
No, I don't buy a super cycle right now, but I think you can see you need to see demand come back, and basically estimates out there. You mentioned the OPEC estimate, anywhere from 5.5 to 6.5 million barrels a day demand growth has been predicted this year. Be at the lower end of that range based on the data that we're seeing.
All right, let's flip on over. All right.
Barrels a day offline. Really, that's about 5.5 that could come back on, maybe top end 6. That comes back in to meet the demand piece, and that says actually you could see potentially 18 months from now a short-term under.
Oh, I put the wrong audio up. My bad. I'm like, wait a minute, this isn't lining up. That was so bizarre. Okay, my bad.
Tony Evers. In a 4-3 ruling, the court said that state law limits the governor's emergency powers to just 60 days. A team of immunization experts at the World Health Organization says that it remains comfortable with the AstraZeneca vaccine, even as Germany pauses giving it to people under 60 due to blood clot fears.
Oh, look at Square. Square is now at 8.4%. Oh, man. It's going to the moon. Oh, man. Oh, Alan, looks like Alpine 4 Holdings is uplisting soon. What's your experience in holding companies that go to NASDAQ? How do you think they'll do long term? I have absolutely no clue. Sorry. No, zero clue. Zero idea. Yeah, no idea. All right, what else? Wow, 8.3% at Square. I mean, Square did hit highs of like 270 there for a period of time. I mean, I like Square still at 230. Certainly liked it more at 200, but Ubiquity's at 313 now. Darn. Whatever. I should be on a stock diet anyway. Oh well. All right, let's keep going here. So what else? Rocket at 23, no surprise. Oh wow, Arcimoto, what happened? Arcimoto just sold off. Oh, Canoe is down as well. Oh, what happened there? This just happened in the last 13 minutes. Just all of a sudden. It's like Canoe is up. Now Canoe is down. Canoe is sinking. Oh, poor little Canoe, baby wavy. Whatever. I want to sell that thing when it goes to 15 again, or probably 18. And we could say we got a nice double on it. Put a little bit in there for fun. We'll see. All right. Let's see. It is pretty, I think it's pretty oversold. But just because it's what I think doesn't mean it's what the market thinks. 8.3 at Square. Blink now 9%. Another little rally here on the Chargers. Woo! I like. Okay. What else here? What else? Fastly, Shift, Pinterest. Pinterest got the full 5%. Nice. Voyager Digital bobbing around that 5% range. So's Enphase. These guys are staying pretty stable here. Peloton's been at 111 all day. Tesla, there we go. 4% on Tesla. Ooh, here comes the rally. Wow. Nice. MMEDF. Mind medicine. Oh, wow. 14%. Nice. Good little run here. SEC F10 yesterday. Might be that as uplisting from the OTC to get uplisted. Yeah. I mean, this one's had a ride. I mean, look, it's selling for December pricing, basically. Wow. Tesla. Oh, just off the 4%. All right. What are they saying here?
Now, because we're actually talking about components, the heavy stuff like roads.
It's a pretty close-up shot there.
Stuff like some of the digital infrastructure and some of the pushback, Roger, from the U.S. Chamber, from the Business Roundtable about how they really don't want to see corporate taxes go back up. What's your overall roadmap of how this is going to work?
Well, first of all, let's focus on the spending side. Almost every American thinks that the nation's physical infrastructure needs to be fixed. I just don't run into anybody, whether it's going to get a cup of coffee or getting on the subway or listening, who doesn't think that the country's infrastructure is run down. And we're way overdue.
All right, we get it. The infrastructure's run down. I hope we get our W here. I think it'd be so awesome. I'm not going to move this line. So if we zoom out a little bit here, remember we drew this W. I actually retweeted us drawing the W, so it's in permanent record. But this is what we're looking for. And so far, we're supporting the bottom side of that W here. Look at that. Maybe the bottom here off by about a day, I'd say. Maybe. But that's okay. If we could now just boop, boop, boop. That'd be cool. Tesla at 4.0. It's at 420. It's up 420. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at the push on Tesla. Let's go. Dollars. Get your dollar hollers today. All stocks. Ubiquity at 313. I'm just going to watch it slowly go back up. Oh, well. Whatever. Oh, Square. Square's now at 9%. Oh, my gosh. Oh, the tendies. I told you the tendies were in the oven. They're just in the oven. You don't sell when the tendies are frozen in the oven. Who wants to buy frozen tendies? Nobody wants to buy frozen tendies. Nobody. You wait for the tendies to warm up, to be delicious, to be cooked through and through. Then you have a saleable product when you want to sell. Okay? You just have to make sure you don't overcook your tendies. It's very simple. Everything relates back to the tendies. All right, 9.2% now in Square. Still running. Let's go. Still going. Yes. Wow. How's the BTC? Let's see. BTC. Oh, Bitcoin actually went a little bit up again here because it had sold off when we started the day here. Coming back a little bit. Square is just killing it right now, which is great. The Chargers are killing it. NVT just, okay. They've been slowly growing up here as well. Very nice. Shift. Nice. Jivo. Good. Affirm. Enphase. Oh, there we go. Enphase has a nice full 5% right now. Good. Pinterest. Voyager Digital. All doing well here. Still overall relatively cheap prices, right? Like we could really do some cleaning up here. I mean, the prices are still, look, 158 for Enphase, still low in my opinion. Piton at 112, still low. Palantir at 23, still low. Tesla 662, still low. Lemonade under 100, still relatively low. Beyond Meat 129, still relatively low. I mean, Redfin at 66. We have some nice opportunities here to still go shopping. I mean, even CCAV, even though it's not really participating today, it's okay, it's up 1%. It's it's basically wanting us not to give it a participation trophy today. Okay. Baidu's now down 1%. Arcimoto's still down. Shocker that these guys are down like this today. All right, well, go back over here. Let's go to Mr. I'm too close to the camera.
This second component of the Biden plan beyond the COVID relief bill on a bipartisan basis without resorting to reconciliation. However,
oh yeah, right.
That may be a stretch. We'll see. And if it is a stretch, I think they have the votes to do most of this on reconciliation.
Yeah, they're going to do reconciliation, man.
So I think most of this plan that the president's unveiling today, and there'll be changes, there'll be negotiations, but the core of it, I think, is going to come into reality, whether it's done on a bipartisan basis or perhaps more likely on the basis of reconciliation. I think it's going to happen.
Finally, Roger, we only got a couple seconds, but we've kicked around the notion of inflation pretty well over the past couple of months. I wonder, to what degree are you looking at yields with raised eyebrows, and what's your sense about whether Powell is going to be proven correct that some of these spikes and Kimberly Clark raising prices today, as an example, is going to be transitory?
I think the chances are, Carl, that Jay Powell will be correct. As you well know, and you've covered this very well, his position.
The Biden announcement will be at 4:20 Eastern time. And if you type into YouTube, I did already list it. I didn't put a thumbnail in yet. But if you type into YouTube, Meet Kevin, Biden announces infrastructure package, you'll be able to hit remind on the video. And then that way you'll absolutely get a notification on it.
I believe it is now. And, the future's suggesting that the inflation risk is relatively moderate, as you well know. So,
which reminds me about inflation risk. If you have not yet watched this video on inflation, okay, this is, in my opinion, very, 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 very important that you watch. Like, and I don't say that often. Like, look, I know I make a lot of videos. Okay, I got it. I don't expect you all to watch every freaking video I make. Obviously, if you do, I mean, I think it's great. I think you're gonna. My goal is for you to learn something in every video, but I get it. Like, there's a lot to choose from. But if there's one that you do end up choosing, let it be this one right here. 8 warning signs from the Fed, inflation and interest rates. It is, in my opinion, and again, biased here, right? Because I'm talking about myself, but in my opinion, very, very detailed information about inflation expectations. And you got to know those. You got to know those 8 reasons. If you think high inflation is coming, you got to listen to those 8 things. If you're not sure, you got to listen to those 8 things. If you think, yeah, inflation's going to go up, you got to listen to those 8 things here. And really think about challenging those 8 things in there. Really, really important. Okay, so let's go back to the sticks here for a moment. And then also see, let's see, Varney and no, they're on commercial. Okay, yeah, not a surprise. It's either the border wall or commercial on Fox. When are they going to change that? When are one of these companies going to, like, I don't know, get with it? How about that? Okay. So what do we got here? ChargePoint. Oh, ChargePoint just had another little rally here. Oh, that's nice. It went from like 11% to 12%. Oh, juicy. Square red candled. Square red candled a little bit here, back to 230. Yeah, C3AI is almost at 8% today, although a little bit of bumpy road here. Check out Discovery. Which one is that? Is that DICB? This one? I think so. Whoa. This is today? Oh my gosh, it doubled. Whoa. What happened here? Whoa, that's kooky. Oh, I wonder why. Yeah, let's look really quick. Oops, DSCB. DSC. How come I can't find it? Oh, I probably. Oh, sorry. That's why. No, I think I put. Hold on. Oh, DISCB. 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 Oh, there we go. What's up with it? Let's just look at news. Volatility. Trading paused. Okay. I don't know. Reason not available. I don't know what's happening there, but that's really interesting. Wow. Yeah, no, this was part of the big hedge fund disaster. But that's an interesting rebound here. I mean, talk about buy the dip and then a rebound. That's crazy. A little lottery there. That's cool. Oh, charge point 13%. Whoa. Oh, nice. Oh, very nice. Yeah, look at that. 12.6% now. Okay. Square. Square's red candling a little bit. Oh, well, it's not like we're day trading it, but yeah. Where's Shift is up. Shift and Xpeng are both up about 6% right now. Nice rise on the day. Matterport's almost up 6%. Palantir is now solidly over 5%. Voyager over 5%. Peloton almost 5%. Unity's coming back. Pinterest almost 5%. EXPI 4.4. Let's see. Lemonade 4.4. Tesla, a little off that 4%, darn it. But still sitting at that 660. Can we call that support yet? I don't know if we can. I don't know if we can yet. Let's see here. Etsy 205, up 3%. I gave up a little bit there. Wayfair's up 2.9. It was down yesterday. A little bit more than that. Wow. Well, good more. Oh, Ubiquity 314. Darn, it touched 300. It gave Kevin 300 and then boom. All right. Shipping. Yeah. Good day, folks. Good day. All right. I got to go. Yeah. I'm officially changing that pricing tonight. I got to do it. I'm going to have coffee and I'm changing that pricing. Anyway, thank you so much for being here, folks. Appreciate you. We will see you at the Biden live stream. Stand by for 1 sec because you'll get a pop-up so you can easily hit remind on the Biden live stream. And we'll see you later. Thanks, folks.